Concerning the conduct of world wars, I have observed that when a prince or republic engages in war that spreads across the whole earth, drawing many states into its fury, the difficulties multiply beyond all ordinary measure. Such conflicts I call world wars, for they encompass not one realm, but the fortunes of nations far and wide. A ruler who would master them must first understand that they are acquired either by his own arms and virtue, or by the arms of allies and the blind favor of fortune. The former path is difficult yet glorious, the latter is swift yet fragile. For when fortune turns, the prince finds himself naked before enemies who have grown fat upon his temporary success. Men change masters in these great convulsions, hoping always for better. Yet they soon feel the new burdens. Heavier taxes, foreign soldiers quartered in their cities, trade routes severed, and daily life reduced to fear and scarcity. Those who welcome the upheaval become enemies the moment their hopes are disappointed. Those who resisted remain hostile. Therefore, a prudent ruler must reside in strength among the chief theaters of war, plant loyal garrisons, disarm the powerful factions, and win the weak with swift benefits. He must foresee rebellion before it ripens and crush it utterly, for in a world war, mercy shown too soon breeds only greater disorder. I say that world wars are of two kinds, those fought for necessity and those fought for ambition. Necessity compels a prince when his own state is threatened by a growing coalition that would devour him. In such case, he must strike first with all his force, for he who waits is lost. Ambition drives a prince who seeks to enlarge his dominion across oceans and continents. Here the dangers are greater, for distant lands are hard to hold. A ruler who acquires provinces by conquest must either ruin them completely so no rival can rise from the ashes, or dwell among them in person with his own troops. To govern from afar by proxies or distant fleets is to invite ruin, for auxiliaries and mercenaries are useless and dangerous. They cost much in peace and flee or betray in war. The art of war remains the sole proper study of a prince in these vast struggles. In times of apparent peace, he must train his mind and body, fortify his borders, study the terrain of distant realms, and read the deeds of great captains. He must keep his own forces strong and loyal, bound by shared interest rather than mere pay. Arms are the foundation of all power. Without them, a prince is naked before fortune and enemies alike. He who relies upon the arms of others arms his own destruction. Fortune governs half our actions in these great wars, yet leaves the other half to our control. She resembles a raging river that floods when unchecked, but can be tamed by embankments built in calm seasons. A prince who adapts his conduct to the times prospers. One who clings to old methods perishes when the wind changes. Boldness often conquers fortune where caution fails, for she favors the young and the daring. Yet boldness without prudence is madness. The wise ruler must be both lion and fox, the lion to frighten wolves, the fox to escape traps. He must learn to break faith when keeping it would harm him, yet appear merciful, faithful, and religious, for men judge by appearances, and few see what you truly are. Cruelty in world wars must be used well or not at all. Injuries should be inflicted all at once, so men forget them quickly. Benefits should be granted little by little, so they are savored longer. A prince who spreads terror piecemeal will never rest secure. Swift, necessary severity wins respect. Prolonged or pointless cruelty breeds revolt. It is far safer to be feared than loved, provided hatred is avoided, for love is held by a slender thread that snaps when interest pulls the other way, while fear is fastened by dread of punishment that never loosens. A prince engaged in world war must measure his strength not merely by the number of his ships or the reach of his artillery, but by whether he can stand alone when allies falter. He who possesses his own troops, fortified positions, and loyal subjects can withstand any assault. He should keep the people content where possible, protect their goods, and turn every enemy attack to his advantage by showing that he alone can defend them. Reliance on distant allies or mercenaries is a chain that fortune may break at any moment. In sum, he who would master a world war must act with the precision of one who builds a new principality upon hostile soil. He must destroy threats decisively, secure key provinces, win or neutralize the multitude, and never trust that fortune will hold the earth for him once the first shock fades. Half measures invite endless bleeding. Bold and prudent mastery can turn even the widest conflict into a source of lasting strength. Idleness in military matters breeds content. Constant preparation breeds victory. This is how The Prince, by Niccolò Machiavelli, directly applies to the subject of world war. The same maxims I set forth for the acquisition and maintenance of single principalities govern these vast convulsions of nations. Success belongs not to the just or the merciful by nature, but to him who studies necessity, adapts his conduct to the times, and bends the storm of events to his will. Fortune favors the prepared and the resolute. She destroys those who hesitate or trust in others' arms. Thus does the counsel of the prince illuminate every world war, past, present, or yet to come. Victory is seized by the prince who possesses true virtue, not by him who merely wishes for it.